Have you ever wondered how one man could unlock the secrets of an entire faith and do so with kindness, courage, and humility? Today we dive into the life of Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, known as the splitter of knowledge, and uncover timeless lessons that everyone can benefit from, regardless of their background. Today I want to speak about the lifestyle of Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, peace be upon him, a central figure in Islamic history. He holds a special place in Shia Islam, and the majority of narrations from Shia sources come from him and his son, Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, peace be upon him. In Shia belief, all the Imams, peace be upon them, are one light, united in essence and purpose. If their decisions or actions seem different at times, it is due to the unique circumstances and requirements of their respective eras. This is not inconsistency. It is the very expression of wisdom and rationality. That is why Imam Ali, peace be upon him, said, "Be a child of your time." The foundation of knowing the Imams begins with understanding the nature of their time. Therefore, to truly appreciate the mission of Imam Baqir, peace be upon him, we must be familiar with the conditions of his era. He was born in the year 57 after Hijrah, and he attained the status of imamate, or leadership, at the age of 38. His period of imamate lasted for approximately 19 years. He was martyred at the age of 57, during the reign of Hisham ibn Abdul Malik, one of the Umayyad caliphs. He was given the title al-Baqir al-Ulum, meaning the one who opens the depths of knowledge, because of his profound and expansive contributions to Islamic sciences. He was the son of Imam Ali ibn Hussein and Fatima, the daughter of Imam Hassan, peace be upon them. This gave him a unique lineage, as both his paternal and maternal roots go back to Imam Ali. He was a direct descendant of both Hassan and Hussein, the grandsons of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. During the time of Imam al-Baqir, peace be upon him, the Umayyad dynasty was in decline, and the Abbasids were beginning to rise in power. The ruling authorities were preoccupied with internal security and unrest. In this environment, Imam al-Baqir was engaged in safeguarding the faith. As the central government weakened, numerous sects and ideologies emerged. Some, like the Dahriya, denied the existence of God altogether. Others distorted the core teachings of Islam. Jews and Christians also saw this period as an opportunity to challenge the foundations of the Islamic faith. In such a critical and vulnerable time, there had to be someone to raise the banner of intellectual resistance. Imam al-Baqir, peace be upon him, took on this responsibility through knowledge and scholarly leadership. Imam al-Baqir, peace be upon him, trained thousands of students, many of whom were originally slaves freed and educated by his father, Imam Ali ibn Hussein, peace be upon him. These students, after being properly nurtured, were sent to various cities to spread the true teachings of Islam. Even though he lived under constant surveillance and threats from the ruling powers, Imam al-Baqir established scholarly circles that attracted seekers of knowledge from across the Islamic world. His approach was based on respectful discourse, not hostility. He firmly believed that truth must be proven through knowledge and compassion. One report narrates how, even when someone insulted him, and one of his close family members who had passed away, he responded calmly, "If what you said about her is true, may Allah have mercy on her. And if it is false, may Allah have mercy on you, for she has already passed away." Such mercy and forbearance would often leave his enemies ashamed, and even transform them into admirers. Imam al-Baqir also continued to commemorate the martyrdom of his grandfather, Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. By holding mourning gatherings, he sought to awaken people's conscience to the betrayal at Ghadir, and how that breach of divine allegiance eventually led to the tragedy of Karbala. He emphasized that abandoning the rightful leadership of the Imams leads to deviation and disorder. Despite his noble status, Imam al-Baqir maintained a humble and active presence in society. He worked alongside laborers, digging wells, cultivating palm groves, and dedicating the proceeds to charity. This was the legacy of his grandfather, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, who also used to dedicate the wells he dug for the benefit of the people, many of which still provide water to this day. Though he dressed elegantly, this raised questions among some who compared his style to the simplicity of his forefathers. When asked why he did not dress as plainly as his grandfather, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, he replied that his role was different. He had to engage with various intellectual groups and represent Islam with strength and dignity. There's also an interesting story. During Hajj, when Imam al-Baqir and his son, Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, gave a powerful sermon exposing the truth about leadership, Hisham, one of the Umayyad caliphs, became worried. He brought them to Damascus. Hisham, attempting to assert dominance after failing to compete in knowledge, invited Imam al-Baqir to an archery contest. At first the Imam declined, but after Hisham insisted, he agreed and asked for a bow and arrows. Imam al-Sadiq narrates that his father's first arrow struck precisely beneath the center of the target's black mark. He then shot 9 more arrows, each one hitting the notch of the arrow before it, stunning everyone. Hisham realized he couldn't defeat him either in knowledge or skill. Later in Damascus, the regime imprisoned the Imam. But even from inside the prison, he drew people to the truth with such strength that the authorities grew anxious. They declared that he had to be released because he was influencing everyone and stirring hearts. Eventually, the Umayyad regime resorted to poisoning him in Medina, where he was martyred.